and happy Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to come on in and join. And I really want to thank you and all of our new members for joining us. I just get so jazzed when we get so many new members. I try to welcome you in a few times during the week, but that tells me that people just like you are looking for natural, safe, and proven solutions to help you every day, just like what I'm looking for every day. It's ongoing, it never ends. And the great news is that we all get to support each other on the journey to living vibrantly well. So I'd love to know that you're here. Just give me a hello. Let me know where you're from. That would be great. Let me know if you're new. So I'd love to be interacting with you and get to know you. And I want you to know that this is a place to interact, to ask questions, to be comfortable, to be safe. So I really do encourage that interaction. It's so great to be here. So thank you for joining me today in this exclusive Holistic Diabetes Solutions Facebook group. I'm your host, Cheryl Ivaniski, a global wellness authority, a both traditionally trained and naturopathically trained professional, and an educator, but more than anything, I am a diabetes thriver, living vibrantly well in the face of type 1 diabetes and Hashimoto's disease and a few other challenges. And that is what I want for you. You may be aware, or you may have heard about my grandmother. I was born into a family of people with diabetes, and it may not be so unfamiliar for you in your life and any loved ones for you, but I know that all the struggles that our relatives have had over the years and other generations doesn't mean that we have to have those. And that's what so inspired me with creating the Holistic Diabetes Solutions. So that is so awesome that you're here. And again, let me know that you're here. That'll be great. So as people with diabetes, on Wellness Wednesdays, I'm always giving a tip to help you to add to your armamentarium, your things of some really great tips, tools, or strategies to try. But what's really great in this complimentary coaching here for you today is the really understanding the importance of normalized blood sugar levels and how to achieve them as naturally as possible. With little or no medication, at least in 90 up to 90% of cases, and even for those with type 1 diabetes like myself, how you're able to reduce the amount of insulin that you take so that you can optimize that usage and really decrease the insulin resistance in your body. I know I myself, I take less than 30 units a day, which is pretty unheard of, but it's possible for those who have the autoimmune issues. So that's why this is all about your blood sugar levels, and I do have a special announcement I'm going to talk about too, so I'm really excited about that. So that having too much sugar in your bloodstream, and even a little bit higher, even if it's one number higher than normal, chronically over time is probably one of the most dangerous and most critical things to be aware of. And why? It's like when you're at the beach or you're at the ocean and you see the waves crashing on the sides of the cement or on the waves. You know that little by little it's taking a little bit of that beach away, or it's taking a little bit of that cement wall away with this constant crashing of the waves, which is normal for the ocean. However, in our bodies, if you want to imagine that higher blood sugar levels, like the waves hitting the beach or the cement wall, chipping away at it slowly, inside the body when sugars are elevated, there is that constant stress on the capillaries and in the bloodstream and on our nerves, muscles, and tissues. So that's why it's so important for us to try to normalize those blood sugar levels within the normal levels and really get on the in front of it rather than on the behind it. So with that in mind, it's all about preventive self-care. So over the past, I'm going to say 33, 34 years, with my training, education, and teaching at college and writing curriculums, and with my Academy of Holistic Diabetes Education, this is Holistic Diabetes Solutions Group was grown out of that so that we would have an online forum. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about some of those things, but here's what's the most important thing. We can't allow our health to have a back seat, because when we can't actually see what's going on, although sometimes we can feel it, and you really not understand sometimes why maybe we're so tired, but we know something's off. And that's because our body's being overworked. One of the most amazing things at this time of year, especially in the climates that get 4 seasons more than the climates of the south that has summer all year round, is really about being aware of what the summer sun and hydration can do. So that's precisely why, one of the reasons I'm bringing back this amazing 5-day challenge, which is part of the special announcement, because by popular demand, people are asking for these solutions. Although I'm going to expand more on hydration in the 5-day challenge today, the gift that I want to give you is, as we get out there and as we're riding our bikes, we're increasing our activity, we're on rollerblades, we're going out for picnics, although we're practicing social distancing, what we're doing is we're being more active. And in the heat, our body sweats more, we use more energy, and the big question is, how does the heat and the activity affect our blood sugar levels? And the answer to that is it can affect us in one of two ways. They can increase our blood sugar levels, or they can decrease our blood sugar levels. And that's different for everyone. And the reason why is because it's going to depend on what you ate before you went out, what your level of intensity is for the actual exercise that you're doing. Is it leisure or is it intense, and how long is it? And if we fueled our bodies just before we went out, or did we back up our insulin or energy requirements? So that's really important to know. But what's really cool is that in keeping hydrated, what's really important is that often the summer goes in hand with having a alcoholic drink as well, whether it's a beer or wine or something else. Here's what to really be aware of. Number one, with heat itself. And in my case, I know when I travel, and even in the summer, I need to lower my insulin by about 20%. And that's because I always do stay hydrated. And that's because my skin and my sights are always constantly being efficient. Often in the sun, and often when we are exercising or more active, we can become dehydrated. So many people can experience the opposite effect. And dehydration then lends to increased blood sugar levels. So we don't always know when we have enough hydration in our systems and when we don't. But some of the cardinal signs to let you know that you may need to be hydrated, and some of the initial signs include headache, itchiness or dryness of the skin, and fatigue. Those are three major big ones that will usually come to mind. I've had that, and I'm sure you've had that before in your life, but especially now with our weather changing, it's really important that we keep hydrated. So another tip to add to that is, what does that look like? What are some of the best ways to hydrate? Well, of course, we can have our go-tos. We can have our waters and making sure we're getting enough, and infuse them with our favorite fruits. We can have our iced teas or our hot teas and our iced coffees or cold coffees, very sugar conscious. And then the other things that we can do, and the things that we want to avoid, are those caffeinated beverages or those that have artificial sugars. And why is because they tax our systems and they force our organs to try to filter them out, which takes the energy away from helping us have normal blood sugar levels. So for me, I would like to share some of the top fruits because I'm a fruity, especially at snacks. So an orange, I think it's 88, close to 90% water for hydration. And peaches are very high too. They're around that as well. But strawberries are 91%. And I always have a cooler bag with my strawberries in them, always. And my favorite of all favorites, though, and I just had this on the weekend, is watermelon. So watermelon, you may be surprised. It has a low glycemic index, which means it doesn't raise your sugars too high too quickly. And the other part of it, if it's 91, 92% water. And another cool thing that you can do with fruits and things like that, which I do, is I fill my ice cube trays, put a toothpick in, and then I have those as a cool little pick-me-up. So it's really important to keep hydrated, and I just wanted to make sure that in the tips today, you had those ways and those tips to help you with that. So with that said, I want to lead you into that special announcement that I was telling you about. That's all about the 5-day no BS blood sugar challenge. And what's so exciting about it is we have some new challenges, we have some new guests, and this guest, I'm not going to give away who it is, but it's a celebrity Olympian athlete. And you're going to love the tips that this person has to share. So what you'll want to do is, register right here at holisticdiabetessolutions.com/challenge. Get registered. It's absolutely free. And it starts June 15th and it goes through to June 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I think is 10 a.m. Pacific Time. And I just really want you to indulge, invite your friends, and come and join us. It's absolutely free. So, thank you so much for joining us. Put your comments in, let us know that you're here, and let us know what you want to hear about. So we'll see you on the inside. We'll see you Monday, June the 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you on the inside. Go and enjoy your day. Adios for now.